My name is Mr. Pauley, and I was going to talk to you just about a few of my classes in case you're interested in taking my classes. The first one I want to talk about is a concepts-based class. It's really projects-based driven. And the first class I'm going to talk about is Principles of Science class. It's really a fun class. Most kids come into the class and they think it's a workshop, basically, and that's kind of what I kind of tell students. So if you're into hands-on stuff, projects, it's really good. I'll just show you a few of our projects. We discover physics and a lot of different physics concepts with the Kelvin safety car. Kids build and compete against each other, learning about gear ratios and how electrons flow through and creating mechanical energy. CO2 cars, which is really cool. We get these things going up to about 70 miles an hour down the hallway, and kids really take pride and really enjoy that project a whole bunch. We're doing mousetrap cars right now with Newton's 3 laws of motion. This one right here went 137 feet today. This was Evan Walters. He did a really good job. This one actually was done by Blake Van Dyke last year, and that was a pretty good one too. So, a lot of hands-on projects with Principles of Science, and yes, we do take tests, believe it or not, but most of the time we're reinforcing the concepts that we're going over in the chapter. So if you're interested in any of that type of stuff, we also work on flying stuff, we actually do airplanes and rockets and kind of stuff like that. It's pretty kind of cool. So check out Principles of Science class, it's pretty cool. The second class I'm going to talk about is Environmental Science class, and we do a really large project. If you're interested in saving the earth or doing something to help out the community, Environmental Science class is really a good class to get into because our students go around and collect the recycling. We keep track of that, and we compute basically exactly how much, how many trees we've saved, how many gallons of water, how many BTUs. That collectively here at Highland High School that we have saved over the last few years, and it's pretty astounding numbers. But some of this, in this class, we actually build sustainable homes. We talk about sustainability, building with the environment in mind. And we have class projects in which they actually build some sustainable homes. Now they have to do LED certified, which is United Building Green Council. Here's one that's getting worked on right now by one of our students. We also do different types of energy. And so we have these homes that we do wind energy experiments on, geothermal energy, solar energy. Pretty interesting. This is a fuel cell car, and fuel cells with hydrogen and how that's all coming about. It's pretty interesting that we get to have a little kit there that we actually built in the environmental science class that shows that technology. It's really neat. And then sometimes we do larger projects, and this one's falling apart here, but these larger projects where we actually go out and measure and do soil, figure out soil compatibilities, and all of those are really good stuff for if you're interested in environmental science. All right, last class is anatomy and physiology. This is no longer a college credit plus class. However, if you are going to college, I strongly recommend you take this class. Understand anatomy is really understanding where things are at, like the clavicle, the humerus, your radius, your ulna, femur, patella, those type of things. Understanding a lot of the anatomy part, where things are. Physiology is really the functions, okay? And so we study how things function in the body. And so we have a lot of models that we actually go over and do a lot of quizzes and lab practicals over. We do fetal pig dissections. We're doing that right now. We're getting ready to head into cat dissections. We do sheep brain dissections, so a lot of dissections dealing with this class. And so if you're interested in nursing or being a doctor, radiology, which is a huge field, all that type of stuff, dentistry, whatever it may be, this is a really good field to get into.